الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب واحلم يجل له يواجه أكمده سبحانه وتعالى وأشكره وأهل حمد وثانه وأشهد أن لا إله إلا وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله ومصطفى اللهم صل وسلم على عبدك ورسولك محمدا وآله وصحبه وسلم. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Allah Almighty is still on the throne, and alhamdulillah that Allah Almighty woke us up for another opportunity to learn something more about ourselves and about our Lord and ourselves. It's very, very exciting that Allah Almighty is on the throne. You know, Allah calls people to the Hajj. He invites people to the Hajj for His celebration and for the security. And everyone is the host of Allah Almighty. And whatever sacrifices that we make for getting there is always worthwhile. That Allah Almighty is the host of His house. And just on a smaller scale, Allah says on Friday, leave everything. Hasten to Allah Almighty's house to remember Him. Allah said, drop everything. Somebody say, drop everything. Something really good happened. We never know what Allah Almighty is going to give us. We never know. Allah created us. And once we lose that consciousness that it's Allah who created us, and Allah is calling us to get something, stop everything. The people in the money world used to say, when E.F. Hutton used to speak, everybody used to stop and listen. Because they knew that he was going to show them how to make some more money. But that's dunya. That's something we cannot carry into the next life. We came from a life. We came to this life. We're on a journey through this life. And guess who is the host? Allah has always been our host. All Allah is asking us is this: that we keep our minds clean, we keep our bodies clean, we keep our souls clean, we keep our relationships with people clean. That way we can reach to our divine program. Everybody has been divinely programmed to be whom the host has created them to be. The host has set up everything. He has set up who's going to sit here, who's going to sit there, who's going to do what. Everything has been programmed. The ink is dry on that program. But just like a computer chip that's charged with all kinds of information and knowledge, once a virus hits it, the program, we lose the program. What's the program? I'm not getting the information. Once you put that computer chip in there and boot that computer, it gives the same information over and over and over and over again. You can access that information, write it down, download it, you can print it out. What happens when the virus comes in? It's no longer recognizable. What has happened to our program? Why is it that we now have become people with no means, mentally ill, physically ill, spiritually ill, divided and conquered? Everyone thinking themselves the Lord in their own way. Everybody thinking themselves their own prophets. Look at our streets. Look in the black community. Look how we're killing each other. A funeral every doggone day. Who and what has interfered with the program that our babies are dying every doggone day? What virus, what sickness have We're dying off as human beings. That's why Allah says, hasten to the mosque. Come to my house. Come back to me so we may reprogram your program, so we can deprogram the program that has deprogrammed my program. That's why Allah orders us to fast. Allah says it's a good thing for you. Even though you may not like it, it's a good thing. You just don't know. It helps us to use restraint. You're using restraint. You're not going to be so apt to be trying to reprogram your program. Allah Almighty sent 124,000 prophets for what? To bring us up. Allah sent the Old Testament, New Testament, Quran, and through those three revealed scriptures, 124,000 prophets. There was a time there were no books. There were no scriptural language. People were programmed to be who they were for their Lord Almighty. They had a relationship directly with Allah Almighty. So when Allah Almighty started to send prophets to us, that was saying that something is wrong. And Allah just sent them to remind people, this is not your program. How the heck can we be in divine presence with Allah Almighty and fall and be low animal level? You got all this information on the computer, everybody's information, everything that's important to everybody, and we lose that information. Now we don't know who we are. Well, what's your name? I don't know. It should be on the computer. Well, when were you born? I don't know. When were your great-great-grandparents? When were they born? I don't know. It's lost in the computer. Well, where you from? I don't know. It was lost in the computer. Do you know about Allah? Do you know about the Creator? No. It was lost in the computer. I don't know. I thought this was the only life. I thought fornicating was the thing to do. I thought getting high was the thing to do. I don't know that anything better than that. I thought stealing was something that, hey, if you can do it, do it. I thought lying was something that, hey, that's how clever it makes me. If I could get something I want on you, then I'm more clever than you. I just thought that was the thing. You telling me that wasn't it? I don't know. I've lost my connection. I don't know. Allah always has to send people around among people to say, hey, that's not your program. Been lied to. Been cheated. You lost your way because you've lost the connection of the understanding of self. Not just on a physical level, but your spiritual origin that's ever alive. During the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him, Angel Jibril came to the Prophet, peace be upon him. Normally, through physical eyes, we can't see the unseen. But Allah Almighty, for the sake of the Prophet, to teach those Sahabas, because remember, Allah Almighty is sending His beloved that He's writing La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah beside His name, not because everything is good. Everything is totally out of order. All the programming, all the connection, everything has been cut and is dead. No knowledge of self. No connection of self. No reality of self. Totally everything is lost. Total darkness. Total ignorance.